This is Minneapolis. We are at the power plant. We've been here a few times from different ends of it down below and such, and here we are at the top of it, seeing the whole building for what it is. They still use it today. I was talking to one of the guys over here that runs the lock and dam system, and they give the tours and such. I was asking him, and I said, "Hey, you still use that power plant today? It's the same one you used in the past, right?" He said, "Yeah. They use it differently now. They have it wired up." Pretty much is what he said. They have it wired up. It was a hydroelectric system that ran off of this dam over here, which they say was all built and completed in the 1850s, 1860s, mind you. All this river system in here, canal system, which you'll be seeing here shortly. Got bricks down below here, and if you can take notice right there, let me pause. Oops, excuse me. Now, right here in the middle, there's a brick right here, uh, mid-transition. You can see the mortar around it here still. Let me drop the labels. And that's what's going on here behind all this original rendering, which seems to have survived out. Many of these bricks come together as blocks and such, and you can see that happening right here mid-process. So, continuing on, we're going to look at some infrastructure around the riverfront here in Minneapolis. Now, I've been sharing lots of footage from this area, but again, this is something new, and it's just important, I think, to take note and to look at what was happening in the past, because this is something that, like our fellow said across the lock and dam here, was telling me, this is no longer, well, so they say, it's no longer in use anymore. The hydroelectric dam system, dam and lock system, is no longer functioning today. And this little building, compared to all the buildings around that it powered up, it powered up every single one of the buildings along the riverfront that you see here. Notice how this bridge mirrors itself on the water's reflection. That's meant to be that way. And all of it's man-made. The water in there, the reservoir up there, is a raised, tiered reservoir. And this is not normal right here, this brickwork. It's too ornate. That's not normal from, at least from what we're told normal is. This is beyond normal. And it's a different level, next level. And all this here is what the man told me is new. All this wiring here that you see, that's what they did. It's all new. All this wiring, and it wasn't wired up before. So I'm not sure. I should have asked him if it was a wired system, or if it was not. Anywho, let's move on to some things I want to show you here. I just want to get to the juice here, baby, because I want to show you what they claim they built in the 1800s, because they say they built all of this. The water you see here, all the walls containing that water. This building here, which powered up every. Now we used to hang out up there. We used to hang out right there on the top of the B. There's a ladder behind there, and when we could explore these buildings before said Nazis were hired and such, not that long ago, we were hanging up there on top of the B, waving it. You can't get us, aha! And they couldn't, because we would come out through the tunnels out in the river somewhere or in a different building. So yeah, we had fun doing that, but no longer can we do it with such ease. At least not in that building. But this power plant, it powered up every building on the riverfront here. That means every one of these buildings that you see here, they're all still the old buildings right there. And this here is, now notice how this is here. I'll get on with this here. I'll let Panton take it away. Radar, these little dots. And I see that these little dots are where the damage, it frays out from those dots. But they have some old maps here. This is an old map. And look at all the bridges here. They're all still here. They're all still here. This one's made of wood. I showed you this one. I showed you the Stone Arch Bridge somewhat. We'll get into that one more. But here they are. Here's the aqueduct, the Stone Arch Bridge. Huge, enormous. We were just down below here checking the ruins out. And here's the bridge right here in the past. Behind me, the wooden bridge. There it is. Here's the Hennepin Avenue Bridge over here. Oops, sorry. And all these bridges were here and they're still here today. Let's move on. All of it's man-made, all of it's made of brick, because you see the limestone here. We know what limestone is. Here it is. It's all limestone construction, which is a brick construction. Moving ahead, I want to show you some more of these plaques that seem to be strangely washed out and bleached off, and I'll show you what's happening here. I find the same in St. Paul on many plaques as well. And it seems to be intentional. Pants on, take it away. Notice what they have on them, technology and diagrams. And these are the ones that they are washing out now, as if to say, you know what, we take that information back. Because I find that the ones washed out and what's washed out, this is a city layout right here. I can see a city layout right here, and they don't want us to see certain buildings and such that have been since removed. Technologies that they do not want us to know anymore. Look at this here, these diagrams. They don't want us to see these diagrams here. And they washed out all the information, they took it back. And it's talking about the water wheels and all about how this technology here and these systems worked. And they've taken back the information. They've taken it back from us. Look here, they've washed these out, and it's all showing you how all of this stuff worked, and the bricks and everything, the bricks and all. And they're showing you that it was all brick too. They're even showing you that it was all brick. When they say that it's all limestone construction, why are they showing bricks? And this one's new here, that's survived out. This one here has been sprayed, I think. No, this one's surviving out too. So we can see what's going on here. Here's the Star City layout. It's in a layout of a 5-pointed star, and St. Paul has the exact same layout, the exact same style. There is a 5-pointed star within this that comes out perfectly. I'll show you that in another video. I already have showed it once, but I think I took that video down due to quality issues. But here again, more diagrams, and this is the good one too. This has all the turbines, the Victor turbine, and it's showing you how they all work, all these different turbines that they had in action here at the riverfront in this hydroelectric system, which ran all, that building right there, ran all of these buildings all around here. It powered every one of those buildings. Not the new ones downtown here, but all these ones here, these brown ones, these yellow buildings here, were all here, right in the front here. And here's all the technology, and they've washed it away. They don't want us to see this stuff anymore and to know how it worked. They're showing us the systems here and all the information. They've taken it back. That's why those are washed out in white. With rake. Yeah, this is overwhelming to look at. I mean, I'm not even gonna go there with. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake, you know. Why don't you get a load of this? Yeah, 1800s. Why don't we get up close to it, eh? 1800s, these 60-foot high walls, 1800s. 60-foot high brick walls, which are now blown into limestone. And we've been down here looking at these limestone walls. That limestone wall I showed you over here. That was right over here. They've already sprayed this one. See how the white comes all around these little, I mean, you can say it's bird shit. You can say it's bird shit. I don't think it is. The small little dots, and it turns white all around them, and it destroys it. It bleaches it all out in the sun. See these little dots here? And they bleach all around them, and the whole thing turns white. So that one will be gone soon too, and they're showing us the damage here. No, I think this is the opposite. They say before and after. I think this is after, and this is before. Or maybe not. I'm looking, there's more buildings. There's more buildings in the before, so that might make sense. Yeah, there's more buildings in this one, in the before. There's way more buildings, but here's the dam before said event, and I think this was after the event. And this whole area was one raging rapid. All this was one raging rapid. Raging rapid, all of it was. And they fixed it. That's the crazy thing, they fixed it. And I've seen many, many photographs of it, of all the turmoil, all the chaos when this happened. And it seems to have happened, and it's just like, they managed to pull that off. I mean, to stop it, and there was a plug. There's a plug in here in the system somewhere. There's a plug. and they managed to get it plugged back up. It unplugged and something like that. Here's where that wall was, where I showed you before, behind the fence here. Slid right there underneath the gate, and look what's there. Yeah, that was the star of that show, baby. Give me a break. And all this man-made 1800s, how they stopped the flow. Because wait till you see this flow here. I mean, just wait till you see it. I mean, it's not no. Okay. This ain't no Merry Christmas, baby. This ain't no Merry Christmas. This is some serious business here. Look at this. Look at this. How they stop the flow. Okay, how they stop this flow here to build this, which they say was originally a natural waterfall, which they shaped into this. Bullshit. Look at the walls here. They're 60 feet high. 60 feet high. Are you kidding me? There's Stonehouse Aqueduct over here. Melted Aqueduct. And this. And this. How'd they stop the flow with the horse and the wagons? How'd they stop the flow and build all this masonry here? All these ledges. How'd they do it with the horse and the wagons? You better answer that question. You better answer that question. Look at these steps, all these different steps, legends here. It's a three-tiered system. There's 3 tiers here, actually 4, including this one down here. 3 up there, 4 down here. All of it man-made. All of it. All of it. In the 1800s. And it's in ruins down here, baby. It's in ruins down here, baby. You know? And I see one hell of a wall I'd like to look at over here, so why don't we just walk over here and we'll end it. Or actually, why don't I show you this here quickly? No. Well, do you see that there? That platform there is built on top of an old platform. See the limestone underneath there? It's built on top of an old platform. I think we'll leave it there. Anywho, all that you saw right there, in the river, around it, is all man-made, and they say it was done in the 1850s. Done, completed. You look at photographs, the earliest photographs of the city, which are relatively, it's pretty darn close. I'd say you start getting photographs, really, now that I think about it, you start getting photographs of the city, like bird's eye views and such, in like, I'd say like the 1850s, 1860s, and the city was plotted like in the 1850s. So, yeah, we shouldn't be having full bird's eye bird's eye views of entirely built out cities, and every bridge in place as well, and all of these systems in the 1850s. That's just not adding up. I love you all. Take care.